Hi, I'm Ryan.
And I'm Alex. We're both freshmen at Blair.
Each day, there is something different here. But there are lots of things to do we can try each day, like breakfast sign-in.
Walk with our friends to class and chat about the day.
And collaborate with our classmates on projects and converse with our peers in discussion-based classrooms.
Our classes are led by great teachers who encourage us to find our own voice and take our time to reflect.
Before lunch, you can drop off your stuff in your room before heading down to the dining hall to grab a bite to eat with your friends. There are always lots of options, but I always hear my mom telling me to have something green.
The meal times are always a great break in the day to catch up with friends, laugh, and sometimes to get in final touches on your illustrated children's book for global issues.
The afternoons are sometimes a welcome break from the routine when I can express myself and be amazed by the talents of my friends and classmates.
Or get some extra help with the teacher because you didn't quite understand the last Spanish lesson. The can is a great place to reconnect with my friends in between classes, group study for a quiz, or listen to our friends' stories. This year, I joined the JV lacrosse team. Although I'm learning and still making mistakes, I love the team dynamic and the fact that I can challenge myself with something new.
For me, the theater program is incredible, and after several months of rehearsal, I am excited for the opportunity to perform in front of my friends.
And I'm so excited to watch. Soon the play is over and we head back to our dorms for study hall. Our dorm parents always check in and often give a helpful tip.
Or, we also have the time to work quietly.
The day has been long but great, and I'm excited to see what opportunities tomorrow will bring.
Hi, Mr. Werner.
Hey everyone, how are you? Thanks so much for being here.
On this Friday evening, we really appreciate your time. 我们呢，接下来欢迎这个 Blair Academy 的招生主任 Mr. Teddy Werner 跟大家一起分享和交流哈。Thank you so much for joining us this Friday evening, Friday night. We're very excited to learn more about your school. So I will leave the stage to you, but let me know whether you want me to share the screen or you can share the screen. It might be easier for you.
Hello, everyone. So great to see you. Thanks so much for your patience, and it's my absolute pleasure to chat with you and talk to you a little bit about Blair. I know this is an exciting process for the kids out there. I know this is also a process that creates a lot of nervousness for both the parents and the student. But hopefully you learn a little bit about Blair this evening, and I can help answer your questions about what is life at Blair like. It's an important component to your journey in this stage. So I just want to thank you for your time and look forward to chatting with you.
Yeah, sure. Thank you. I'll translate what you just said while you figure out, the sharing screen. OK， 刚刚老师也说呢，非常感谢大家的耐心等待哈。那么他也非常清楚啊，对于每个家庭来讲，申请学校呢，的确是一个很激动人心的，但同时呢，可能很多家长和学生也是感到就是有时候会觉得说，很紧张的这样的一个过程哈，所以呢，今天呢，这个招办的主任也是希望通过接下来的时间跟大家分享一下在Blair Academy 这所学校学生的这个生活哈，学校方方面面的信息哈，希望能够在接下来申请的过程当中就是帮助到大家。Sure.
Thanks so much, Cindy. So I'll go through a few slides here. Please, if you have questions, write them in the chat. I'd love to listen to them, and then I'll answer them as we go along here, and Cindy will translate as well. All right?
Sure.
So this is Blair Academy. It's a beautiful place, just 1 hour west of New York City, and so it's really cool for us to be so close to the city and the airport. We're only an hour from the airport, But you can see from this beautiful picture, we're out in the countryside, and we have a beautiful campus with dormitories and amazing athletic facilities and programs, and we're so fortunate to be where we are.
大家能看到这张图呢，就是学校的一张鸟瞰图哈，非常漂亮啊。然后学校呢是在纽约西边大概1个小时的路程，很近的哈。但是属于就是距离大城市又很近，但是呢学校所在的这个 town 其实还是非常安静的，因为我们也是跟很多家庭去到学校参观这个面试过无数次了，非常非常漂亮的校园啊。
Oh, sorry. So this is one of my few slides just to give you some stats so that you can see some of those numbers. So 65 miles west of New York. These are our ratios. You can see here where my cursor is, 465 students, 19% international, and an endowment of 140 million, and then an 18% acceptance rate. We had almost 1,500 applications this year for about 140 spots for kids. So it's very competitive, and we're thankful for that.
对，老师刚刚分享了一下关于学校的一些数据哈，能看到建校也非常久的一个历史的一个学校哈，那么将近200年的一个历史，刚也提到了它的地理位置哈，机场也很方便，纽尔克 JFK 这2个都是国际的这个机场哈，从国内飞过来非常非常方便的。那么400多个学生学校，9年级到12年级，也是一个就是相当于小规模的一个学校，非常棒。80%的学生是寄宿学校，它是寄宿比例比较高的哈。那么19%是国际学生学校刚提到了学校的这个捐赠的这个比例是1400万美金，也是非常高的一个数字哈。对于学校的这个规模来讲，那么18%的一个录取比例哈。他说基本上像去年他们达到了将近1500份的这个学生的这个申请哈，能够看得出来这个数据还是非常非常的这个竞争很激烈的一所学校。
All right. So what we're going to talk about is a few things that are really, I think, specific to Blair. And Cindy, you probably don't need to translate this slide, but I will go through these things and show you in detail what makes Blair different against all our other schools. First, I'd like to say, no, this isn't necessarily different, but our academic spaces are incredible. And you can see from the various pictures in the slide, we are a discussion-based, as you can see, kids around the table classroom. We believe in the power of communication and helping our kids gain confidence as they speak with one another around a table with a teacher.
那么Blair Academy 也是就是学校所有的课堂哈，大家能看得到哈，是非常非常就是这种圆桌式的，所以它每个课堂这个都是以这种讨论为这个形式的哈。那么学校非常注重学生的这个沟通能力然后呢认为学生在这种讨论和沟通的过程当中能够非常就是提高学生的这种自信心哈所以呢这是在它整体的授课方式的一个特殊点。
One thing that is very unique to Blair and what we talk about often is warmth and rigor. And Blair is known for being an academic, rigorous institution like the pictures you just saw, but we're also a very warm and caring environment where we take care of our kids and we support them. And one of the ways that we create warmth in the school is through our school meeting.
那么另外一个就是学校老师认为让这个 Blair 学校 Blair Academy 非常特殊的一个就是一个这种点哈，其中就是关于他提到前面我们学校是有非常这个严谨的这个学术，但是另外一点呢非常特别的是我们的社区是非常有温暖的这个也是说我们带很多家长过去去面试参访的时候我们的一个感受，的确是非常非常的温暖。他提到了学校呢有这样的一个就是学校范围的这种这个就是所谓的这种学生就是这种聚会吧这样的一个模式。
School meeting is a time where we come together as a community 3 times a week, and you can see on the top part in the bottom part of this slide, but in the top part are freshmen and then sophomores and then juniors and seniors. So you progress through the auditorium as you go, and it's an opportunity for our students to listen to great speakers as we have here. And then it's also an opportunity for our students to speak as well. Public communication is very important for Blair. We have an incredible public communications course. And that is something that we really work on with our students, and school meeting is an opportunity for them to practice that craft.
那么学校老师也继续在介绍了这个学校的这种聚会哈。那么它是一个什么样的一个形式？他刚才说呢，它每一周是有3次，这个是我了解到的，学校里面做的是比较多的，可能有学校是1次，咱们学校是每一周都有3次。那么所有的学生在一起去分享交流哈。他刚才也说了，就是大家能看到左边这个图片啊，上面这个部分的是这个新生，底下的呢就中间这个可能下一层呢就是这个高2的，然后底下就是做的高3、高4的哈，好是这样的一个分布哈。那么因为学校非常非常注重学生的这种沟通，还有这种公共的这个演讲的一个能力哈，所以呢，他们不但是在这样的就是这个学校的这种会议上面哈，会有这样的这个请这个外面的老师啊，就是外面的这些人来给这些方方面面的专业的或者是领域非常出色的人到学校去给学生去分享。那么还有呢，学生本身自己也是可以去上台去分享的哈。所以就是说，的确是在很大程度上能够锻炼学生的这种沟通的能力。这个能力，我相信在孩子后续的这种这个大学也好，或者他的这种这个职场上也好，都是非常非常重要的一个技能。
We also have amazing academic facilities. Again, Blair is a rigorous institution with incredible academic facilities. This building in front of you is our newest building on campus. It's a 4-story state-of-the-art engineering, robotics, computer science, artificial intelligence, digital music making, and art building. It's an incredible facility, and I'll show you more pictures here in a second.
对，当然学校的这种学术的设施也非常非常的棒啊。大家看到这张图片呢，是学校最新的一栋教学楼哈。这个呢是他们的这种应该是叫创新楼，所以这个楼呢，我们之前也去参加过很多次，非常非常的漂亮，里面的设施也非常非常的新。那么这个楼呢，主要是学生上一些，比方说这个像科技方面的工程类的那么还有像什么这种艺术的这个教室也在底下，还有一些这个就这些就是主要还是以 STEM 相关的这个课程都是在这里面的。后面会有更多的图片分享给大家哈。这栋楼的确是非常棒，有4层楼。
This is the inside of the forum. The forum is a space where students can listen to speakers. They can study in here throughout the academic day. And then there are also small study spaces for our students to work with each other on group work and group projects, and also a space for clubs to meet with each other throughout the week. It's an amazing facility.
Yeah. Yeah, we have visited a few times. It is truly beautiful. 对，刚刚看到的这个呢，就是刚刚说的这个科技楼里面的一个照片哈，大家也能看到，学校有的时候也会去请一些人过来做一些讲座哈，跟学生有一个互动和交流。那么同时大家能看到，像包括它的2楼啊，还有底下的这些空间呢，都是有学生也可以自己去这个自习哈。那么像一些俱乐部的活动也都是在这个楼里。之前这个我们去看的时候，也是觉得非常非常的这个就是设置啊，就是特别人性化，非常棒的一个建筑。
Let's see how it's going. There we go. In this building, as I mentioned, we have arts, we have robotics. You can see Hank up there. Hank's actually from Beijing. Great kid. Graduated 2 years ago. Ceramics room, art studio up top, and then this is really interesting. This is a surgical robot. This is Dr. Schwartz. He comes in every year and brings his whole robot for the students to learn, play with, and understand about medicine and about the future of robotics in medicine. But an amazing place where we're able to really push our students in the academic classroom space.
对，然后这几张图片老师也大概做了一个介绍哈。右边这个就是一个亚洲的小孩儿在做这个机器人的，刚才也提了，就是这个机器人的项目哈。那么他就是来自北京的一个孩子，也是2年前毕业了。然后我们顺时针往下看呢，这个是他们的这个陶艺哈。然后呢，右下角这个是他们的艺术教室。然后左上角呢这个部分呢是展示的是这个，因为他们学校。像这是其中一个医生哈，跟学校也有合作，他每年都会来学校的校园，他会带自己的设备去展示。那么这个设备呢，也是跟这种做手术相关的这种精密仪器，所以呢，他也是带了这些设备到学校校园去，让学生去了解，哎，这个高科技是怎么运用到这个医学这个方面的哈，也能够看得出来，的确是学校在这个科技这方面的这个投入和专注也是非常非常高的哈。
At Blair, it also is unique that you get to pick your own advisor. So the beautiful buildings that you just saw and the facilities, those really are the rigor of Blair, just a small portion of it. But again, Blair is small enough where we have great warmth, where we take care of our kids, our students outside of the classroom. And at Blair, you're able to pick your own advisor. It's very unique in the boarding school world that you have 2 advisors and 1 advisor you get to pick to be your mentor and role model.
Wow, that's really tremendous. Wow, I think parents probably will have more question about this later.
Yeah, and I'll talk
But
more
that's
about
very
that.
interesting. 那么老师也提到了哈，那么展现学校学术这种这个优秀的学术的另外一个方面，他刚才提到了，就是学校老师真的是对学生的关注度是非常非常大的。除了在课堂以外，他们在课外的一些沟通和接触，因为学校是一个小的学校，所以它的这个社区是非常紧密度非常非常强的。那么他提到呢，就是说，不同于任何其他的这个寄宿学校的一点，就是说，学生可以自己去选择自己的辅导老师。当然，因为他们是2个辅导老师，有一个主辅导老师，对于就是第2个辅导老师呢，你是可以去选择你认为就是跟你匹配的非常合得来的这个这个老师呢，去做你的这个所谓的这个 mentor 哈，就是说从就是在学校的生活方方面面去得到这个老师的一个支持和帮助哈，我觉得这一点的确是非常非常这个棒的哈。后面呢，我们可以问一下具体这是什么样的一个流程，我觉得还是非常特别的。
95% of Blair faculty live on campus, and that's really important because we want our students to be a part of our family lives. And you can see Emma on the left and then Mrs. Thomas on the right and her daughter Kylie. This is really important. We want our students to be able to access our teachers and their advisors all the time. I personally have my advisees at my house 2 or 3 times a week for dinners, for desserts, and to be a part of my family. That's really important because we believe that students not only need the education and mentorship inside the classroom, but also education and mentorship outside of the classroom. And that's where the role of the advisor is really important for the student's growth and development.
对，刚刚老师又继续在提，就是前面说的，就是学校真的是一个非常非常紧密的一个社区哈。那么不但是这个在教室里面上课，那教室以外学生如何是跟老师有一个非常紧密的一个关系哈。那么因为他刚才提到一个数据，就75%的他们的这个老师都是住在校园的，所以说呢，基本上可以说学生在任何时候需要帮助都能够寻找到老师那么刚才这个Mr. Werner 也说了哈，就他自己的这个辅导的学生哈，基本上他们每1周2到3次都在他家吃晚饭呀，或者是吃甜品啊之类的，就真的是能够感受到这个学校的这种就是像家庭一样的这样的一个社区和这样的一个温暖的东西在里面。这个也是我们对这所学校真的是多年了解下来的一个感受哈。
It really is one of my favorite parts of my job is being an advisor to students at Blair and forming a great connection with them. And it's such an important part to who we are as a community.
对，所以就是 Mr. Werner 也说，就他觉得就是说，他觉得就在这个 Blair 工作，其中最有成就的，就真的是跟他自己辅导的学生建立这样的一个比较深的一个联系哈。我觉得就是能够折射出来，这学校不但说我老师只教授你的这种学术知识，而更多的是我希望能够在学生的成长当中扮演一个非常重要的一个角色，来影响他们来支持他们。我觉得这一点是非常重要的。
The Society of Skeptics program is an incredible program started by this gentleman in the center, Dr. Miller. For 45 years, we have every Tuesday night, speakers come and talk to our students and give a 20-minute presentation and then a 40-minute question and answer where the students are able to engage with the speaker. On the left here, we have a CEO of a Fortune 100 bank come out and speak to the students. And on the right, we have an Olympic gold medalist talking to the students. And so we bring in the best and brightest minds to speak with the students every Tuesday night.
那么刚刚提到的这个呢，也是学校一个非常特别的一个项目哈。用中文翻译呢，我觉得可能翻译不出来这种味道哈。但是就是说，学校这边呢是在就是这个项目呢是刚刚看的第一张图片中间的这个Dr. Miller 哈，这个他40年多年前去创造的这个项目哈。那么这个项目呢是每一周周二的晚上，他们会邀请不同领域的这个非常成功的这个人士到学校来去做讲座，基本上是20分钟的讲座，40分钟留给学生进行沟通和交流哈。那么他也提到了，在这些邀请的演讲者当中哈，像这个500强的这种银行的这个 CEO 那么在奥林匹克上拿到金牌的这种冠军哈，他们希望通过这样的一个活动，给学生创造更多的机会，跟这些在自己领域非常成功的人有一个交流，有一个学习，有一个了解的一个机会。
This is an important way for us to show our students the outside world, show them different paths, how to become an astronaut, how to become an Olympic gold medalist, how to become a doctor, etc., and to expose them to the outside world and help them become a critical thinker and ask questions as to why. That is really important in creating a Blair student.
对，那么这个项目呢，这个宗旨哈，其实我刚才说这个名字翻译过来很难翻译，但是呢，我想这个项目呢，就整体上根据老师的这个描述，它的宗旨就是说我希望去让学生能够去接触到外面的世界，我不是生活在一个象牙塔当中，我对外面的世界不了解，希望学生去了解外面的世界通过这个了解的过程，可能去探索出来自己将来想要做什么哈，而且呢，就是说在这种沟通交流的过程当中，去提出为什么这样的一个问题，来培养学生的这个批判性的思维。所以呢，就是这个项目的宗旨就是来给学生提供这样的一个机会。
As skeptics, we bring in the outside world speakers to Blair. We also feel it's important to bring our students to the outside world. And so we do that through service and trips around the world. And then we help our students become young leaders to help them identify who they are and what they believe in.
那么刚刚也提到了，前面这个项目呢是把外面的世界带入到这个学校校园。那么刚刚这个就现在在讲的这个呢，就是服务和领导这样的一个项目呢，其实是把学生带入到外面的世界当中去。那么每年呢，学校会组织非常多的到世界各地的一些这个旅行的这种机会给学生哈。那么在这种过程当中呢，就是帮助学生去探索，就是你是谁。然后呢，培养他们的这种领导的一些精神，一些服务精神哈，这个也是跟世界去结合，去认知世界的一个很重要的一个部分。
We often talk to our students and tell them it's not enough to be smart, right? We need to develop other skills. You can have the best idea in the world, but if you don't believe in yourself, if you don't have self-confidence, if you don't have the ability to identify the values that you want to articulate to others. It doesn't matter how smart you are. So we really need to develop self-confidence and public speaking and communication skills, and also identification of their own values. Again, this is really important for creating someone who's going to be successful, not only at Blair, not only in college, but in life, to be able to stand up, tell someone what they believe in, and to be able to articulate their vision to others is really important. And it starts freshman year all the way through senior year. It's a 4-year program.
这个项目呢也是4年的一个项目，从这个9年级进入学校就可以参与的这个项目当中哈，老师说呢，对于这个Blair Academy 的理念就是说，你只是一个聪明的学生是不够的，那么你需要学习各方面的一个技能哈，那么包括你的这个自信心然后你的这个沟通技能，你的公众演讲能力，那么刚才也提到了很重要的就是说。你要自己去探索，你相信什么？你自己的这种价值观，你自己的这些东西，相信的东西是什么？而且你能够清楚的表达给别人我觉得这些方面呢，是学校通过这个项目4年的一个项目，希望学生能够成长的获得的这种这个能力。
Any great school like Blair has wonderful traditions, and it's important to balance all this intellectual stimulation and development in the classroom and on trips with some fun. That is part of going to the American boarding school experience, and we have some amazing traditions at Blair. These are all from this past weekend. This is the night before the opening of class. So the night before, this is a long tradition where the whole school marches behind the bagpipers. This has been going on for 100 years. Down below, we have the soap slide, which is a wonderful tradition where everyone is just racing down the soap slide. And then on the right, we give all the dorms boxes of cardboard and duct and tape, and they have to create boats and then race across the lake against each other. All the dorms compete against each other. So these are some of the fun ways that we create culture at Blair, and this all happened the first weekend.
Okay, that's a lot of fun for sure. 对，那么学校也刚才这个Mr. Werner 也分享了学校的一些传统哈，我觉得很有意思。这些有历史的这个私立学校的确是有非常多有意思的传统哈。那么他也说这些传统其实是非常重要的，去平衡学生的这种紧张的这个学习哈。和这个校园的这种紧张的节奏哈，有的时候非常重要，就是你要知道怎么去寻找这种快乐的这个小的快乐的这种 moment 哈。那么这些照片都是过去的这几周学校刚开学去做的一些活动，像右上角这个呢是他们学校的一个开学前的一个大的就是这个在校园里面的一个小游行啊，所有的学生师生都会参加像左边这个呢，他说是一个 slide， 应该就是滑下来的，但是我不太清楚具体的这个可能在美国传统里面是一个什么样的，但是都是比较有趣的。那么右下角大家能看到呢是学生呢会拿的一些比如纸箱子一些材料啊，拿的这些这个胶带哈，他自己做一个船，然后他在他这个湖里去进行这个比赛哈，就是很有意思的一些小的传统。
You did a great job there, Cindy. So it is important for us to create culture at the school and create connections as we begin the school year. And I know it may be scary coming from halfway around the world to a place that you don't know anyone, but you have to remember none of the freshmen know each other. And we bring in so many new students each year that everyone is forming those bonds together. And when everyone has this much fun, the first weekend, you automatically create relationships and connections with one another.
那么因为他就是说，在这个开学的第一个周末，他们会举办这样各种各样的一个活动哈。的确是，不论你是新生也好哈，这个是什么样的一个情况，其实大家可能都是不是很熟悉刚开始，但是通过这样的这种活动哈，大家就很快的能够建立起这种友谊哈。这种活动我觉得是非常非常棒的。
We have, so Blair has 6 days of classes each week. And so most of the students stay here on the weekend, on Saturday afternoon, when you're done with your sports practices. We have a lot of activities for the weekend.
那么学校这边呢，就是Blair是这边是6天上课哈，每周然后呢，所以很多学生即使是他有一部分走读，很多学生都是在周末也都是在校园的哈。像这个周末也会有非常多的安排。像他也提到了这个做这个各种各样的参加体育活动。
So we have fun things for the students planned, like a fireworks display, as you see here. We have food trucks every weekend. We have outdoor movies, fire pits where the students are able to hang out and listen to music. We put a lot of effort into the weekend activities, and most of our students, probably 95% of our students, stay here on the weekends because there's so much going on. It's a lot of fun.
对，他说周末的活动安排了很多，刚才也提到了，像这个烟花呀，然后还有他们会有到校园里有餐车哈，给学生不时的提供就不同的这个选择，还有这些户外的一些电影这个电影之夜这样的一个活动哈。所以周末的话，他们基本上是超过75%的学生都是在学校校园的，因为活动非常丰富
One of my favorite weekends that we do is International Weekend, and that is the top right picture. That's an opportunity for us to share our differences and our culture, usually through food. That's why it's my favorite. We have a lot of delicious food for the students to try, and you can see all the flags from the various countries that we have at Blair. It's a wonderful weekend where we celebrate each other and celebrate the differences in all our cultures and customs.
那么还有一些其他学校的一些活动刚才老师说他特别最喜欢的这个其中一个就是这个国际周哈。那么在这个国际周这个活动当中呢，就是来自不同国家的学生都一起聚在一起去分享他们这个文化当中独特的一些东西哈。那么很多时候都是通过这个制作食物，但是也是非常棒的，对于学生来讲去了解不同国家文化的一个很好的一个机会。
And one of the other great traditions at Blair is that bottom picture, which is headmasters. It's kind of like Harry Potter and Hogwarts, where all the students are divided into 4 houses. And we compete against each other in various games, and you can see the energy and the excitement as kids are cheering each other on and hoping for success in all the games that we play. It's a wonderful, wonderful week between winter and spring that the whole school comes together to compete against one another.
对，他也说呢，就是刚刚提到，就是他们这个下面这个叫 Headmasters Game， 也就是感觉像这个魔法世界，就哈利波特魔法世界里面的这样的他们会把学生分为就是4个这样的这个大的组哈，然后呢他们会在一起做很多游戏来进行这个竞赛哈，那么就是很有意思，能看到这个图片上大家都非常卖力的为他的这个队友去这个加油哈，就是非常就是很多这种很快乐的这种活动，大家学校在组织，包括他可能每个冬季春季都会有这样不同的这个活动哈，就不同题材的活动。
I wanted to highlight a few things for you because at Blair, like most boarding schools, your day is full. So there's a lot of things that happen after the academic day that you'll be involved with. And I can't show you everything because there's so much, but I'll highlight a few things. We have a tremendous amount of athletic teams that you can be a part of. You can read on the slide there, over 30 teams. We have an amazing performing arts program, a big orchestra, and I'll show pictures of that. And then we have 3 theaters where the students can perform in various theaters throughout the year. So we have 3 theaters and 4 performances a year where students can really hone their craft.
Wow, that's a 30 varsity team, a lot of big sports
Yeah.
team.
Yeah.
对，那么刚刚老师也说了，就是在 Blair Academy 应该说是学生的每天安排都是非常满满的啊，因为除了上课以外呢，学校提供非常多的课外的活动的这样的一个机会。刚才因为当然是活动安排太多了，包括俱乐部这些信息太多了，学校老师也是说，哎，咱们就选一些，就是说他觉得就是非常这个 highlight 的啊，就是这种亮点跟大家去分享。那么学校这边呢有刚才提到了有这个好，他稍微等一下啊，因为这个PPT 这边已过去了，这个数字我再给大家30多个，就是这种体育队哈然后3个这个体育季都是可以去参与这种体育活动的。那么学校的这个表演艺术这个项目也是非常非常的强的啊。他刚才提到他们学校的这个交响乐团哈是非常大的那么学校呢还有3个这个剧院哈，每年都有4个这样的这个不同的这个就是舞台剧哈，所以就是学生可以就是说根据自己的喜好去参与到这样的一个活动当中所以说一天的安排都真的是非常非常满的。
And I show you this just as this was a prettier picture than looking at words. But this is the orchestra in our auditorium. We have a full orchestra, as you see here. We have a string ensemble, a wind ensemble, and then there's a chamber ensemble of high-level musicians. And they all perform 3 times a year for performances. And then we have master instructors in each instrument. So you can continue to pursue your passion and your craft while you're at Blair.
对，他刚才提到这个他们的这个交响乐团是非常棒，大家能看到这个图片的交响乐团是一个就是大的交响乐团哈，就是说应该是一个完整的，因为他刚才提到了非常多的这个管乐呀、弦乐呀哈，那么他每年也是有3次大的这种演出的哈，那么额外呢，他还有这种就是1对1的这样的一个辅导哈。
And I can't show you all the athletic facilities. We have amazing fields and gym complexes, but I thought I would highlight 3 specific ones here. The top one is a indoor golf facility. So we have a 9-hole golf course right on campus, which is incredible. So the students can go out at any time during the day or during the weekend and utilize the golf course. And then in the winter time, there is an indoor or a rainy day. They can use the indoor golf simulator to get better and continue to play golf at a high level. And we have 2 very successful teams. Both the girls team and the boys team are incredibly successful.
当然学校的这个体育设施也是非常非常的全哈，所以呢，学校也没办法，学校老师也没办法把所有的图片都放在一起。那么有几个项目他觉得是亮点的，跟大家分享一下。右上角呢是这个室内的这个高尔夫，就是练高尔夫球的这个模拟的这个室内哈这样的也可以去练习呢。他说学校呢是在校园是有9栋的这高尔夫球场的但是呢下雨的时候或者说这个天气不是特别好，冷的时候哈，那学生就可以选择在这个室内进行练习那么学校的这个高尔夫球队也非常强，一个女子一个男子都非常强。
And in the bottom corner, in the bottom right, we have an indoor bubble. So we're able to have athletic practices and games and the teams can come in and work out in an indoor space throughout the winter time, which is pretty incredible that we're able to have this beautiful space and also have indoor tennis courts that you can't see. They're behind the barrier back there.
No tennis.
But we also have tennis courts in there as well. So it's a great facility for the kids throughout the year.
对，右下角这个呢是一个巨大的室内的，像一个这种冬天可以用的，它这个上面应该是塑料的，它就跟一个大的这个泡泡一样。然后呢，这个场所呢，场地主要是学生在冬季的时候冷的时候在这里面进行锻炼的。它还有室内的这个网球场在后面一些位置所以呢，我想就是这些设施真的还是非常棒的。 无论是什么样的一个气温和天气，孩子都能够有这样的一个场所去运动。
In the bottom left-hand side of the picture is the indoor rowing facility. I was actually just in there today. The tanks look amazing, and it's just a wonderful space. So we have a very successful rowing program as well. And this is an incredible facility to have because the students can row indoors throughout the entire year, and particularly in the winter time. Where they continue to practice their craft. And so that's a great asset for us to have as well, and a very unique feature to a boarding school like Blair.
对，那么右下角这个左下角这个呢是他们的这个室内的这个划船训练的地方哈，他们学校的这个划船项目也非常非常的棒，因为学校靠河哈，但是呢有这样室内的这样的一个这个设施呢，学生冬天哈全年都可以去练习。所以我觉得这些室内的这个设施的确是非常棒的，除了传统的这些就是寄宿学校有的，他们额外加了非常多的这样的一个设施。
So these are just 3 of the amazing facilities that we have, and I encourage you to watch some of our live tours of campus, or if you are able to come to campus. I know that's difficult right now, but stay in touch with us, and as we take tours around campus, we will show you the rest of the athletic facilities and the other options that you have once you go to Blair.
对，因为今年呢，咱们申请的学校呢，学生呢也可以就是说到校园来参观哈。当然，如果有机会能到校园来参观的家庭，学校能够带着你们招生办的老师也好，学生也好，能带着咱们去好好的转一下校园哈，能够看到更多的设施。
Okay, so this is sort of not a fun slide, I would say, but just to go in a little bit about the process, and you're in great hands with Cindy and her team, where she'll take great care of you. But just so I would say the 2 biggest things is that we are SSAT test optional this year. You do not have to take the test. You can certainly give it. We are still requiring language tests, English proficiency tests. And then I just want to highlight the interview for Blair is really important for us. We really want to get to know you in the interview, that you can really present yourself, and I want you to ask me questions that are important for you so that I get to know you.
对然后接下来这个就是咱们的这个申请相关的一些信息了哈。那么有几个点，学校老师刚才也着重说了一下。那么今年的学校的这个SSAT 呢，还是这个就是可选项哈，如果没有咱们就不提交。那么对于非英语是母语的这个学生来讲呢，可能托福得提交的哈。另外他们刚才没提，但是也看到这推荐信这边如果没有 SSAT 的话，咱们还得多提供一个推荐信。那么他也提到了，在这个面试的过程当中，就是申请的过程当中，这个面试是非常非常重要的。他也是希望学生在面试的时候能够带着一些重要的问题来跟学校老师去沟通和交流通过这种交流让老师了解你是谁。
And my advice to you are a few things. Be excited about this process. These are some amazing schools, and Blair is certainly one of them. They're incredible opportunities for you to really succeed in so many ways and grow in so many ways. But the way that happens is to be yourself and to be authentic. That second line is really important. I want you to ask me the questions that are important to you, and find out about the things that are important to you so that I can help explain Blair and whether that's a good match, right? That's really important. And then I would say just always reach out and stay in touch with us. If you have any questions at all, we're always here to answer those questions and help you along the way.
Yeah. 那么对于在申请的这个过程当中哈，老师给出的建议就是说，这第一点我觉得很重要 ，get excited， 就是说你得跟老师去展现出来你这个申请学校的热情哈。然后第二个呢，就是说展示真实的你，然后呢分享你自己的故事问重要的问题来去跟老师有一个真诚的一个交流哈。那么另外呢，就是也是要跟学校有一个 不间断的一个沟通和联系哈。那么当然有条件的家长啊，肯定是我们也都是建议要去学校这个访校的哈。那么特别是我知道群里很多家庭对这个学校也非常的关注哈。那么关于具体的访校一些安排啊，或者相关的一些信息呢，大家也可以去跟我们的这个同事去沟通和交流，我们也可以帮你们去做相关的一些安排哈。
And I think this is my last slide here. This is the famous Blair Arch. If you come to campus, I guarantee you'll take a picture underneath the lantern there. And then the beautiful magnolia tree in the background is always a great indication that spring is here and that the summer is right around the corner.
对，最后一张照片呢，要跟大家分享的这个也是对 Blair 来讲很有这个意义的一个建筑哈。这个就是一个这个拱形的这个门哈，类似于这样的，然后风景也非常非常的漂亮。这个是春天哈，但是不同的季节能够看到不同的一个风景。
Great, and I will stop sharing my slide here, and I'll just finish the presentation by saying we want you to find the right school for you. Just as much as you are trying to find the right school, I want you to find the right school. And so if you have questions, if you have something on the website that you saw that sparked an interest for you that you want to ask me more about, please do so. That's really important. Certainly, the InAmerica team is incredible at matching up schools and you, and so rely on them as well. It's always wonderful to work with someone who knows the schools really well, who have been to the campuses and have seen these wonderful places with their own eyes. That's really important. But always feel free to reach back out to us if you have any questions.
Sure. We do. I think we do have parents very active tonight.
There's a lot of
messages here. We're definitely going to go through this quickly. I understand it's pretty late already.
But that's fine. I'm fine to answer questions.
We just pick some questions which are
let's knock them out.
Sure. 对，刚刚老师也说了，就是非常非常重要的是他的这个分享，就是说非常重要的就是真的是找到适合你的学校，这个是非常重要的哈。当然我们的 team 我们的团队也是希望我们跟你们的家庭能够有合作机会哈，能够帮助你们选择最合适的这个学校哈。那么接下来呢我们大概留个几分钟的时间呢，稍微在群里的这个问题我们看一下，让老师也是回答一下，因为的确是非常热烈啊。我觉得有一些问题呢，咱们的确是没有去讨论过的哈，所以呢咱们让这个 Mr. Winner 给咱们去这个解答一下。Yeah, there is some like English question. I think in general, some family wanted to know kind of like the Chinese students number. And also, do you take like a transfer student for 10th grade?
Certainly those are great questions. So these are very general numbers, okay? So don't be beholden to them. But roughly 9th grade year is our #1 entry class. We typically bring in 90 students or so freshman year. Sophomore year, we bring in another 20 to 30 students. So 10th graders. So we'll bring in another 30 students. So now we're up to 120 to 130. And then over the course of 11th and 10th grade year, we'll probably bring in another 10 or so students. So you typically come in with 90 students freshman year, and then senior year, you graduate roughly with about 130 students, and we add those students along the way.
Okay, I see.
All right, so, and then if you translate that piece, then I'll go to the amount of Chinese students and international students, etc.
Sure. So I just wanted to confirm, you mentioned 10 students for junior and senior is in total, or it's like a 10 for each grade?
Yeah, it depends on year to year. It's roughly about 10 juniors and then 10 seniors. But some years we may only take 20 sophomores and then we'll take more juniors. But
I
the
understand.
general numbers are 90 students freshman year,
And
and then about 130 or
Okay.
so senior year by the time
对对，
senior year comes around.
sure sure。刚刚有家庭在问说转学生收不收哈，10年级这边，那么正好他也介绍了一下。那么整体上来讲呢，9年级呢大概是就是新生是90个学生，然后呢10年级他大概再增加20到30这样的一个数量哈。当然这个都是一个大概的，也是根据每年的情况不同有所不同。那么11年级和12年级呢？他也招生啊，大概可能在每一年可能也会增加个10个学生左右。那么他们的基本上的这样的一个安排就是，9年级入学的时候就90个学生是这样子，那么到了毕业生到12年级的时候，基本上他们是130个学生毕业啊，它是每一年是会有一定的增长的哈。
As in terms of international students or Chinese students in general. We don't have specific numbers. We try to maintain a international population of 17 to 20% of the school. Chinese students are our number one demographic in terms of international students that we have here, but it is still lower numbers. Our families want it to be an American boarding school experience, and so we try to maintain those numbers, roughly about 100 to 110 or so international students at Blair each year.
Okay.
And so each year we probably bring in maybe 15 to 20 international students.
Yeah, that's right. 对。那么就是学校老师也说呢，就关于中国学生这比例，其实他们也每一年可能情况也都不太一样。那么他给出了一个是国际学生的比例，大概是17%到20%，这是他们学校想要保持的一个比例哈。那么基本上呢，就是国际学生每一年可能也就招15到20个左右。当然，中国学生的相对来说，在国际学生里面的数字是稍微大一些的，但是也是很低的一个数字，因为的确是学校小，他也是希望能够把这个学校的多元化哈保持得更好一些，不是说只有某一类的学生占很大的比例哈。这个是顶尖的寄宿学校这边基本上都是这样做的哈。Okay.
We don't require Vericant for all students. You can sign up directly if you want to do a Zoom interview with us directly with an admissions officer. You can do that. But if you choose to do Vericant so that you can, have one interview for multiple schools at once, you can do that as well. But if you certainly want to take the time and schedule a Zoom interview with us, we will do that. We have morning appointments and evening appointments, and then all of January before the 15th will be all Zoom interview slots. For that time. So there'll be a lot of opportunities in January to interview as well.
Okay, sure. And following this question, I wanted to know if the student choose to do Vericant, does the student need to do the interview again with your school? Or
No, they do not. No, if they can just do the Vericant, and then that will go out to the 5 schools that they're applying to.
I see.
But they don't need to do both for us.
好，那么关于就是说家长问了一个也是很重要的一个问题哈，这个是关于学校那个微粒课面试的事情。那么学校老师说呢，微粒课面试学校是不要求的，但如果你们家庭想做，那么学校也是接受微粒课面试的。就根据我们的经验来讲呢，我们不太建议去通过微粒课，还是直接跟学校老师沟通会更好一些哈。这样微粒课可能省事儿一点。学校老师说呢，是你们有这个选择性，但是我们当然对我们来讲，我们团队是肯定建议咱们就是说直接跟学校老师沟通是更好的哈。然后呢，还有哪些问题？因为咱们的时间差不太多了，我看咱们还有多少一个时间哈。
And I'll just say for us, in terms of all the schools that you're probably looking at, and it's hard to differentiate for us. And I'll just kind of summarize Blair in 2 words, and it's warmth and rigor, right? And so it's a very warm and caring place where the students are all known. I know all the kids on campus by name. We are connected together. in school meetings, and you get to choose your own advisor, and the smaller size of the school enables us to know everybody. But the rigor is really important as well, that you have state-of-the-art facilities and programs like the bigger schools that we compete against have. It's just in a smaller environment. And that's what our families and our students really love, that they have big school opportunities, but in a small school environment.
对，那么咱们这时间也比较晚了哈，我想呢，就是问题基本上也问的差不太多了。咱们有其他的家长想要详细了解的，咱们再约时间跟我们顾问的老师一起去探讨后续的一些更详细的信息哈。那么刚刚呢，就是 Mr. Werner 也在强调了一点，其实就是总体我们通过这个讲座也能听得也能了解到了，学校第一就是非常温暖的一个社区，然后呢，虽然学校有几百个学生400多个学生，但是他能够保持着这种非常紧密、非常温暖的社区。第二个就是他觉得学术的这种就我们所谓的这种严谨，这种品质是非常高的，因为前面也讲了非常多课程方面的一些信息哈。所以呢，我觉得今天呢，我们基本上差不多就是这样子了。那么家长其他的一些问题呢，可以单独联系我们再去跟你们沟通和交流哈。那么也是非常的感谢哈大家的参与。So yeah, I think we basically answered all these important questions in the chat. I have explained to to our audience. It's pretty late now. So if they have a more inquiry. Our team will collect and make sure we deliver to your team later on. But we really appreciate your time. Friday night.
Oh no, that's no problem at all. I'm fine. If all the questions are done, then that's great. But I will say one last thing, and students really rely on Cindy and her team to help you in this process. It's really important to rely on experts in this field, right, who know you as a student really well, and also know the schools really well, and they can help pair you with the appropriate people. So you're in great hands with Cindy and her team in helping you find the right school. I did a panel on campus today, and the students were saying to the prospective students, just trust the process. It will all work out. Don't get so excited about it. You're going to be in great hands, and you will find the school that is right for you.
Oh, thank you for all the credits to our team. Yeah. 那么老师也是刚才说了哈，就是当然就是有专业的这个团队帮助学生和家长呢，应该是能够帮你们去寻找到最合适的这样的一个学校哈。这个也是我们团队期待能够跟今年准备申请，甚至后面就准备明年申请、后年申请的家庭哈，能够为你们提供这样的一个服务，能够帮助到你们哈。那么今天呢，就是这个部分的讲座，基本上学校这边的讲座就结束了哈。So Mr. Werner, thank you so much.
You're welcome.
So to spend this time with us and provide such a wonderful presentation. I can feel everyone get excited about your school.
That's great.
So truly, you did a great job. So we keep in touch about all this inquiry and application for the coming for this season, and talk to you soon.
Thank you very much, Cindy. I really appreciate it. And thank you, everyone. Thank you for joining. It was my pleasure chatting with you, and I look forward to maybe seeing you on campus, and certainly maybe seeing you on Zoom when I get to chat with you and answer all your questions and learn about all your passions. Good luck as you go into this process, and have a wonderful weekend. It was my pleasure. Thank you so much, Cindy.
Thank you. Good night. Enjoy your weekend.
All right. Take care.
Okay. Bye. 那么随着今天晚上我们这2所学校的精彩分享哈，我们的这个InAmerica 第3届的国际 K12私立名校展呢就圆满的落幕了啊！非常感谢大家的参与。那么希望我们在接下来几天的就是接下来这几天，希望我们这几天的活动分享也能够给大家提供了非常多的有用的一个信息哈。 那么我也再强调一下，对于需要个别咨询的家长呢，也联系我们的这个小助手，跟我们的老师去预约1对1的这个咨询和评估哈。再次感谢大家今天的参与，我们今晚的活动呢就到此结束了，非常感谢，期待我们下次再见。
All right, take care. Bye bye.
拜拜。